Hello, Toon Army! Welcome back to another quick minute with the Black and White Army. Today, we're diving into something a bit different. Not tactics or transfers, but the man himself, Eddie Howe, and his fascinating perspective on life beyond the pitch. Have you ever wondered how our manager balances the immense pressure of Premier League football? Well, Howe recently revealed something quite surprising. He's urging his Newcastle squad to actually step away from football when they can. Imagine that. The man who transformed our club from relegation candidates to trophy winners and Champions League contenders believes in switching off. Does this surprise you as much as it surprised me? Howe admitted that as a young player, football consumed his entire life, analysing his own mistakes 24/7, constantly thinking about improvements, with no real escape from the game, and he doesn't think that approach was particularly healthy for him as a player. Can any of you relate to that obsessive mindset in your own careers or hobbies? What's particularly interesting is hearing Howe confess that even now he thinks about football for 23 hours a day, allowing himself just one precious hour to switch off. For a man with his reputation for meticulousness, arriving first at the training ground and leaving last, that single hour feels like a massive revelation. The gaffer specifically mentioned social media as making this football life balance even more challenging for modern players, with constant updates, opinions, and criticism flowing directly to players' phones. It's harder than ever to escape the game's mental demands. How many of you find yourselves checking Newcastle news dozens of times daily? There's something deeply human about this advice. Here's a manager who's delivered Newcastle's first major domestic trophy in 70 years. Yet he understands the importance of his players developing identities beyond their profession. It's a refreshing perspective in an era where elite athletes are often portrayed as single-minded machines. Remember when Howe first arrived in November 2021? The club was fighting for Premier League survival, and thinking beyond immediate safety would have been foolish in his words. He focused entirely on step number 1, staying up. Only afterward could step number 2 be considered. What do you think this approach tells us about Howe's management style? Is this balance between intense focus and necessary detachment part of what makes him special? As Newcastle continues pushing for Champions League football next season, perhaps this balanced approach, knowing when to be all in and when to step away, will be crucial for maintaining the mental freshness needed for success at the highest level. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think more football managers should adopt Howe's perspective? And how do you balance your passion for Newcastle with other aspects of life? Until next time, Toon Army.